There's something I want to share with you today that might make you a little uncomfortable at first. But I promise you, if you truly understand and apply what I'm about to say, it will change not just how you interact with the world, but how you protect your own peace, your own energy, and your own journey. We live in a time where sharing has become almost automatic. We share our thoughts on social media. We share our plans with everyone we meet. We share our struggles, our victories, our dreams, our disappointments. We've been conditioned to believe that sharing is caring, that openness is always good, that transparency is the highest virtue. But what if I told you that there are certain things, certain sacred aspects of your life that should never be shared publicly, that should be protected, like precious treasures guarded carefully, kept private, not because you're being secretive or dishonest, but because some things lose their power, their purity, their magic when exposed to the world too soon or too carelessly. Let me start with the first thing you must keep private. And this might surprise some of you. Your next move, your plans, your goals, the steps you're about to take toward your dreams. Now, I'm not saying you should never share your aspirations with anyone. What I'm saying is be extremely careful and selective about who you tell and when you tell them. Because here's what happens when you share your plans too early. When you announce to everyone what you're going to do, before you've actually done anything, several things happen, and none of them are good for you. First, you get a premature sense of accomplishment. Your brain releases dopamine when people respond positively to your announcement. You feel good. You feel validated. You feel like you've already achieved something, when in reality, you've only talked about it. This premature satisfaction actually reduces your motivation to do the actual work. Second, and this is crucial, you invite opinions, judgments, doubts, and negativity into your sacred space. The moment you share your dream with 10 people, you're likely to get 10 different reactions. Some will be supportive, but some will be skeptical. Some will project their own fears and limitations onto you. Some will subtly, or not so subtly, try to discourage you. Not necessarily because they're bad people, but because your dream triggers something uncomfortable in them. Perhaps their own unfulfilled dreams, their own fears, their own sense of what's possible. And all of this external noise, all these opinions and reactions, they get inside your head. They create doubt where there was confidence. They create hesitation where there was momentum. Think about a seed for a moment. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every day to show people how it's growing. You don't invite the entire neighborhood to come and examine it, to give their opinions on whether it will grow or not. You protect it. You water it. You give it time in the darkness of the soil to develop roots, to gather strength. And only when it has pushed through the surface, only when it has become strong enough to withstand the elements, only then does it reveal itself to the world. Your dreams, your plans, your next moves should be treated the same way. Give them time to develop roots in the privacy of your own commitment, your own work, your own consistency. Let them grow strong in silence. And when they finally manifest, when you've actually accomplished something real, then you can share. Then you can celebrate. But not before. Work in silence. Let your success make the noise. The second thing you must keep private is your personal life, especially the intimate details of your relationships. In this age of social media, people share everything. They share their arguments with their partners. They share their frustrations with their families. They share every up and down of their romantic relationships as if the whole world needs to be updated constantly. But here's what you need to understand. Every time you expose the private details of your relationship to public scrutiny, you're inviting other people into something that should be sacred between two people. Your relationship is not a reality show. Your love life is not entertainment for others. And more importantly, when you share your relationship problems publicly, you're creating a permanent record of temporary emotions. You might be angry with your partner today and post something negative about them. Tomorrow you might resolve the issue and be perfectly fine. But the damage is done. The people who saw your post, they remember, they formed opinions. They've judged your partner based on your moment of frustration. And even if you move on, they don't. They carry that narrative. And over time, this erodes the foundation of your relationship because you've allowed too many voices, too many perspectives, too many judgments into your private space. Keep the beautiful moments private too. I know this sounds counterintuitive in a world where people post every romantic gesture, every special moment, every milestone. But there's something deeply sacred about experiences that are kept just between you and your partner. When you share every special moment publicly, you're performing your relationship rather than living it. You're more concerned with how it looks than how it feels. You're seeking validation from others rather than finding fulfillment in the connection itself. The most beautiful, most meaningful relationships I've observed in my life are the ones that are lived quietly, privately between two people who don't need the world to witness their love to know it's real. Protect your relationship. Guard its privacy. Some magic only exists in the space between two people. And the moment you expose it to the masses, you diminish its power. The third thing you must keep private, and this is something many people struggle with, is your good deeds. When you help someone, when you donate to a cause, when you do something kind or generous, keep it to yourself. Don't post about it. Don't announce it. Don't seek recognition for it. And I know what you're thinking. But what if my sharing inspires others to do good too? What if my example encourages more generosity? And while that sounds noble, let me ask you this. Is that really why you're sharing? Or is there a part of you? Be honest now that wants the praise, the acknowledgement, the validation. Because here's the truth. When you do good and immediately share it publicly, you've already received your reward in the form of likes, comments, and admiration. But when you do good in private, when no one knows except you and the person you help, the reward is internal. It builds character. It builds genuine humility. It strengthens your relationship with yourself and with a higher purpose. There's a beautiful teaching that says the right hand should not know what the left hand is doing when you give. That's how private your generosity should be, because true generosity doesn't seek applause. True kindness doesn't need an audience. True goodness is its own reward. And there's another reason to keep your good deeds private. When you constantly announce your charitable acts, people start to question your motives. They start to wonder if you're doing good things to help others or to boost your own image. Your genuine acts of kindness get tainted by the perception of self-promotion. But when you help quietly, when you give without announcement, when you serve without seeking credit, your impact is pure. Your intentions remain clear. And the people you help feel truly seen and cared for, not like tropes in your public image campaign. So do good. Absolutely do good. Do as much good as you possibly can, but do it quietly. Let your character speak for itself. Let your impact be felt, not announced. The fourth thing you must keep private is your income and your wealth. Money is one of those topics that brings out complex emotions in people. When you share how much you earn, how much you have, what you can afford, you create several problems. If you share with people who have less than you risk creating envy, resentment, or a sense of inadequacy in them. If you share with people who have more than you risk creating a sense of superiority in them or judgment about your financial choices. Either way, you're opening a door that's better left closed. Your financial situation is no one's business but yours, and perhaps your immediate family's. When you keep your finances private, you protect yourself from several things. You protect yourself from people who might try to take advantage of you. You protect yourself from people who might judge your spending habits. You protect yourself from creating distance in friendships, where money becomes a focus rather than the genuine connection. There's also something very important about how we relate to money internally. When you constantly talk about your wealth or lack of it, you're making money a central part of your identity, but you are not your bank account. Your worth as a human being has nothing to do with your net worth. And when you keep your finances private, you remind yourself and demonstrate to others that there are far more important things to discuss, to focus on, to value. Your character, your wisdom, your kindness, your growth. These are the things that define you, not the numbers in your account. So whether you're struggling financially or thriving, keep it private. Handle your money with wisdom and discretion, and don't make it a topic of public conversation. The fifth thing you must keep private, and this one is crucial, is your family problems. Every family has issues. Every family goes through conflicts, misunderstandings, difficult phases. This is normal. This is part of being human and being in relationship with other humans. But the way you handle these problems determines whether they get resolved or whether they escalate and create permanent damage. When you air your family's problems publicly, when you complain about your parents to your friends, when you post about your